friends, it's Amy at Doki Doki Forest. Welcome. I'm so glad you are here. As you can see, today I have a green basket out. And you may be thinking about my new colors glue book. Maybe I'm going to do a green page in there, which is a really good guess. But today we are going to make a new glue book, or start a new glue book, I should say. And it's going to be all things green. Green is my favorite color. I cannot get enough. So why not have a whole glue book filled with my favorite? I think that this is a really fun project. And if you have a favorite color, then why not make a glue book featuring that color as well? I can imagine nothing better than just flipping through page after page of like forest images and leaves and just anything with green. So I have this basket, which I've collected for my green pages, either in my colors glue book or in this new green glue book, which we're going to do today. So these are some things I've put in here. On top, we have a lot of words that have green text or green background. Could be white text, but a green background. Then we have lots of green images. They can be, the main focus can be green, the background may be green. There may be other colors in there too, but you see like these beautiful green zones on the image. So we've got like the book here, we've got like a curtain or some sort of a fabric in the background, and this clock here. So it's all different things. And then I have some fussy cuts as well mixed in here. It's kind of like everything all together, but it's all ready to go. Look at this parrot. So I'm going to sort these out. But first, before I sort these and we get into that business, let's look at what I am going to be using for this green glue book. Now, this is a used composition book. As you can see, it was one of my boys' reading journals. So he would have to log in the books that he was reading or poems he was reading or whatever it was back during his school days, elementary school. So I am going to take this and turn it into all things green because there's nothing personal in here. This is just him writing about like, you know, things that he had to read at school. So it's not like his own story or his own art. And honestly, this was just in the recycle bin and I saved it. So look at this. Books are much better for you than watching TV and playing video games. Wow, I am actually going to rip that out right now and show him that. He will find that quite interesting. May not agree with that. So if I come across something really cute like that, like I'm not going to paste over it, glue over it, I mean. But for the most part, it's just schoolwork. I like this little I Spy little schedule. So I'm going to just... I'll leave those words. And so some pages have been ripped out just because they were ripped out as he was working and stuff. I don't know exactly how many. I didn't count. The book is very well worn. It's very bendable. And it's the Unison brand, I guess. So we're getting close to the end of the school year for many of us. So if you have little ones and they have some kind of notebook they've been using, it doesn't have to be a composition book. It can be a spiral bound or whatever. You know, you might want to consider before you chuck it in the recycle bin, you know, maybe it's something you could use for a glue book, you know, a project, a collage book of some sort. So, you know, just see if you can repurpose it because you never know. So the first thing I want to do, it already has a green cover, front and back. But I'm thinking, there's nothing on the inside here and only a little bit on here. But I'm thinking I might add some different green paints to this all around. And, you know, maybe I'll probably just put it this way and add some green paint and just kind of like jazz it up. So let me get some different greens, and I think I'm just going to do, Am I going to do finger painting? I feel like I do want to get in there and just kind of use my finger. So I'm probably going to speed this up and let's get some paint on here. And I don't know what else I'm going to add. I'm just going to see how it goes. But we'll start with the green paints, all different greens. And then, yeah, just see what we're feeling, where we want to go. Don't really know, don't have this planned out. Today we're just going with the flow and winging it and just doing whatever feels fun. Okay, so I'm a little messy. This may look a little messy. I am loving it. Now, I wanted to leave some of like the original composition books so you could still see that green. Loving how this came out. I'm thinking I'm probably going to add some more stuff to it, but I'm going to let this dry first and then we'll see what we want to add next. Okay, so it's pretty much dry and I'm getting impatient. I really want to get in here and do something else. So I'm going to try my Sharpie creative markers and I'm just going to try to do some writing up here. I'm thinking that this color may work out best. Does this have a name? I don't see a name on here, but it's this green. I got this like combo pack. It has 2 sets. I don't see where it tells me on here. So anyway, it's this set. I'm going to try this one and see how this works. Okay, that is done for me for now. I may add something else. I kind of really want to add some white up here to these bubble letters, but overall, I am really happy with how this came out. I actually felt like the more rougher and messier and sketchier I got with the Sharpies, the more I liked it. Like adding in just random leaves and grass and vines, but not really being too specific, just sort of really quick sketching them. I felt like that worked really well. And I could always add a little something on the front too, like this. What do you think? Should I add a little something on the front too, or just kind of leave it like this crazy jungle? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I know exactly what journal this is, whether I look at it, or glue book rather, whether I look at it from the front, the back, or the spine. We've got green everywhere. So I will have no problem finding that. Next on the agenda, I'm going to sort through these real quick and just sort of make a couple of piles. I'll make one for words, one for fussy cuts, and, well, one for backgrounds and one for squares. So about 4 piles here on the desk just to make it easier for me to build the pages inside. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I separated all of my images into piles, which took longer than expected because it turned out I didn't finish fussy cutting all of them. In fact, some of them still, I notice, are not even trimmed properly, but it's okay. We'll just deal with what we got. I did most of it. So I have my medium squares here. I've got small squares here. I've got words here. I have fussy cuts over here. And then I have a large pile of pretty much full page images. So these would be like my backgrounds, things to start with to get the page going. Words would be my last thing, and I don't even know if I'm going to add them because I don't always. Oh yeah, I also had a little pile here. This is like little strips. So like if I cut an image, but I still liked what was left, I kept it. So they're mostly these kind of strip pieces, which could be really great for filling in a space at the top or bottom or something like that. So also I have a pile of that. So I'm going to move this pile out of the way. And then, whew, this is a lot of images. Like I was joking about when I was making a blue page over on my Patreon, I was joking about how like I feel like I run out of my desk space here when I get everything all ready, but it's great. I mean, look at all this green. I love it. Okay, my pile of background images. This is another thing I was chatting about when I was making another page. I have some backgrounds that I really love. So like, let's see, what's one that I really like a lot? I mean, I like all of these, but okay, so I don't know, maybe just say this one. Like this one may not be a great example because there's so much space here, but there'll be some images you have that maybe you really like. Okay, you like the whole thing, you're not sure if you want to cover it up. So for me, I may not start with that sort of an image. What I would start with, or what I am going to start with today, are images like this that I collected because they had a lot of green, but I don't love it. It's nice, but I don't feel bad about covering it up, is what I'm saying. This one too. I like it, but I don't want these words. I know already I'm going to cover those up, and I don't mind covering up this stuff either. So this makes a really good background image. Same with this one. There's a lot of green on there, but it's an ad, and I don't like the text. I don't like this at the bottom. I pretty much have no problem covering that up. So that's another good choice. And what I mean by that is just, you know, sometimes it helps your creativity if you're not stuck. You know, you're not looking at something that you really like. Like, say I really like this pickles picture, which should actually be in a different pile. You know, and I might be like, oh, but if I put something on here, I can't see the pickles anymore. And I really want to see those. And that path should be up there too. All right, so let's see. I think these are good choices. The ones I was showing you earlier are good choices. Oh, here's one. Like, I love this. I absolutely love this picture. I don't know if I want to cover it. This I may just glue on a page and then, you know, just glue something next to it. Maybe a little something, but I'm probably not going to cover it too much because this just really appeals to me. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, that's what I mean. So this picture, I'm not going to glue today. So let me clear away the rest of these because I'm pretty happy with my choices I have already. So we can go ahead and put these back in the bin and start reclaiming a little bit of this space here. All right, so we've got our backgrounds. I'm going to take my book. I'm going to just open up to a random kind of middle-ish sort of page here. We'll just start right here. I don't see anything I need to keep here. You know, just some notes, but I'm okay with covering that up. And then to get our images, let's see which ones we want to use. We could use this one. This one doesn't take up the whole page, but again, that's why we have those pieces that are like strips, because, you know, you could start filling in the side over here. That one's a little small, but, you know, you get a piece like this. Doesn't quite cover the whole thing, but you can get something else to go there. I don't think I want to use these. Let me see. I was hoping to use like some big images that kind of take up the whole page. So this one for sure would work. This one would work. Those might be my best two options from the ones that I picked. But actually, now I'm going to change my mind because I feel like I have this and I want to have something that kind of goes with it. I don't know how much is going to be covered, but I feel like this would look better across from it. So actually, I think I am going to use some of these strip pieces like that and just fill that in. So I'll probably just do that for now. Well, actually, should I even do that? Because what if I take this sort of thing and then I fill that in? No, let's just cover the whole page and go from there. So yeah, let me glue these down. I'm going to clear away the other backgrounds because I'm just trying to make some space as I go here. And let's glue these on. Okay, so I don't know what happened. I got my backgrounds on there, but just about anything that could go wrong did go wrong. And by wrong, that's in quotes. These are just things that happen. So let's see. Wrinkles, check. Creases, check. Ripped the image. Right there, check. Didn't glue it all the way to the edges, even though I lifted it and tried it a few times. Check. And I'm just telling you this because, oh, and also this strip and this paper not lined up. So again, another space there, check. And the reason why I'm showing you that is because I'm just saying, like, don't despair if you are doing your glue book and you've got wrinkles, you've got creases, you know, you've got things not going all the way to the edge, or, you know, just things aren't going as planned. It's okay. Just keep going with the page. All that means is that I'm going to need perhaps another little strip here, maybe one there, but I'm going to hold off because I may be able to just cover them up as I make the page and I'm sticking something else on here. So it may just happen kind of organically anyway. So first of all, I know I want to cover this up. We can look at some of my images. This is a small one. Oh yeah, I'm looking in my small images. Well, that would explain it. So I can put any of these on here. Ooh, this caterpillar. That might look kind of neat up there. And I didn't quite cut this the whole way because I wasn't sure how I want to do it. I'm probably going to maybe kind of go along like that. That's why there's like text there, because I was thinking I could fussy cut that. I didn't want to do a straight edge because if I do that there, I'll cut off his little bottom there. So I kind of like that up there though. That's a neat picture. So let's think about that. Oh, I've got these people like daydreaming in the grass. I could have them just hanging out. What else do we have? I'm kind of looking for something that maybe has a similar sort of coloring. Maybe this pup. And again, I didn't trim this the whole way because I wasn't sure, or straight edges. You can see it's kind of diagonal because I wasn't sure if I was cutting this pup out. But then I was like, if I cut the pup out, I don't have the green. So I could even put him Oh, I like that right there, actually. I think I might put that pup right there. I could trim it a little bit so it's still, he still has the green, but maybe just like take away some of this edge. So what I mean is I could just trim it, keep some of that green, and you could tear it too if you want a torn edge. I like the look of a torn edge myself, so that's just personal preference. So I could leave that. That way I still have some green, but it might kind of blend in more. But I feel like I'm going to fussy cut these little paws because I don't like this color at the bottom. It looks like concrete or something. I don't know. So I'm just going to get rid of that. And, you know, I might regret it when I fussy cut something sometimes, but it's okay. Like now it kind of looks strange hanging out at the bottom. So now I would change it and say like, all right, well, maybe this pup is hanging on the edge of the little bamboo steamer over here. And I like that. So you can kind of just move things around, play with them, see what you like. I have this equestrian picture. That looks kind of neat over there. Oh, I like this picture. This is like just part of a dress, but I just love this lace detail. So I could put that somewhere to kind of cover up some of these. There's like a lot of little letters and stuff because it's just from a catalog. So you could just cover it up. This one's very bright, so I don't think I would use that in particular on here. But this is kind of nice. The lady at the waterfall. Doesn't have to make sense unless you want it to. You could just glue away and have a good time. So maybe, so we've got some ideas here. Now I'm going to reach for my fussy cuts and just see if there's any particular character I want to have on here. Or, oh, look at this. I got a big, look how big these peas are. Like, how cool is that? Or I guess it goes this way. But it's like, you know, you put that on a page and now you can't even, you could take away those sort of things and have this on. But see how you cover up the background? Which I don't mind. I kind of liked this house too. I just put it there temporarily, but let's see. We have fussy cuts. We do have this lady in green. Just kind of hanging out there. Let's see. We have this lady in green. Oh, I didn't finish fussy cutting in those little nooks though, so I'd probably cut those. I have this guy. I love how he's holding the bowl with the little shop here. I love that the shop is green, as is his chef's shirt there. I don't think it works on that particular page. Gotta be careful when you're moving your fussy cuts. Look at this big lettuce. I love this. I'm pretty sure this isn't gonna really go on here, but I just love it. I have this lady. I don't feel like she quite goes with it though. Although she looks cute over here hanging out in the bowl. I kind of like how she's hanging out in the bowl. She could just be like laying there with her feet up. It's kind of cute. I think if I use that color green, I want to have it somewhere else too. There's a little cup of something. That's kind of nice just to put at the top. Oh, here's another equestrian thing. If I go with that theme, I could have that, and that's almost like the same color as over there. There's this cat too. Is that sort of the same kind of color scheme? Okay, so I got to that classic moment during glue booking for me when I start to overthink things. And the best way I know to get rid of that is to just start gluing. That's usually the best thing, is to just put something on the page, get some stuff on here, and stop overthinking. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up these words. I'm just going to put this right there. And then to cover up that little bit there, I'm just going to put this little strip. And actually, I think I'm going to tear the end of that. Just for a little something. But yeah, that's what I find helps me personally. It may not be what works for you, but for me, when I'm stuck like that, if I just start gluing, things tend to get better. And I did like her down here, so I'm going to go ahead and glue her on the page. I like her at the bottom, kind of resting on the side of that bamboo steamer there. Just kicking. Oh my gosh, where's the hand? Oh, that's right. I thought I chopped her hand off when I was gluing, but it doesn't, there isn't a hand because her arm tucks behind there. Whew. Thought for sure it was another one of my gluing things when I'm gluing, and then like the little fragile part, like I tear it off by accident. So, whew, luckily it wasn't that. I like this leaf a lot, and it covers this up. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Oh, what about the puppy, though? I still am thinking about this puppy, and maybe the puppy can be kind of like popping out of the leaf a little bit, like that. Yeah, I like that. So let me glue the bottom of the, oh, now see, this is the sort of thing I have to be careful when I glue, because as I'm gluing this, sometimes I pull on the image, and then that's when I like accidentally ripping something. All right. So let's put, oh yeah, I wasn't going to glue the top of this so I could get the dog on there. And instead, I glued the whole thing anyway. So let's get that like that. And then I'll just kind of rest this for, what is going on here? Why is this like, there we go. Wait, no, why is there no glue on here? Hold on, let's get our puppy. Nope, don't you glue right there. So we want to do this on here. And then we get to the end, put the glue stick down. We want our little puppins to kind of be tucked a little bit behind and a little bit in front of these leaves. Maybe like that, just to overlap. So that way we have the puppy a little bit behind these leaves and also a little bit in front or on top of it right there. All right, I like that. What can we put over on this side? Again, this kind of matches this, so I'll probably glue, I can glue that like right there or up here. Let me think. Actually, I should glue something there. I had this drink. Let's just go ahead and put that there. Let's just get that up there. I like that. And then, oh, we have this tea. Oh, wait, I just realized I covered up her shoe. Don't want to cover up her shoe. Luckily, for some reason, there seems to be no glue here, even though I definitely remember gluing it. So let's just put a little extra on there. Okay, there we go. Whew. What was I grabbing? Oh, this tea. We can put a little tea here, or we could put it over here, kind of in the corner. Oh, or I have this horse clock too I could put in the corner, especially if I'm going to put those horse images over here that we were looking at. Might just bring the whole horse thing together. Oh, look, here's some limes. They could go with this. Or we could put the horse down there. I think I'm just going to put the horse right here in the middle. Let's just glue it. All right, we could kind of put these limes over here in this corner to kind of balances out that, right? Maybe? There we go. Okay, let's do that. And then, how about this guy? What's this? Oh, I gotta get the hat on though. He would have to go like right here, or he could go like right here, but that looks strange right there. Do I have something I can put? I can put there. I thought I had like a leafy thing. Didn't I have like a, yeah, this mossy thing. If I do that, that'll kind of work. So let's do that. But what is going to go, before I glue him, is there anything I want to put up here? Like an artichoke or a leaf? No, that one, actually, I really like that right there. Let's glue that leaf. I feel like I do want to put something up here. Maybe something bright to kind of go with these colors here. I have this lady. Is that too many people? Or I have, wait, I saw something. It was a map. Didn't I have like a map here? Oh, here it is. What about like this? He kind of stands out if I put him on that, right? Put that, oh, it's a person. Oh, wait a minute. I kind of want to see that person though. If I glue that, can we still see them? We'd have to like maybe move it there and then he'd be here. Oh, let me glue this. I never glued this on. I do like that. Kind of ties in this random equestrian stuff. And I cover up that, some of that part of the side there that I didn't cover up before. Oh, but then I cover up the leaves. Unless we can lift up the leaves, because it seems like my glue is not really very permanent. I seem to be able to lift everything up as if it's not glued. I just really like how these leaves look, so I don't really want too much on top of them. There we go. Could put like a lollipop along here. I like that. All right, let's just glue. Let's just put this on. All right, so we got to put her like right here. Whoops, a scrap. All right, so we want this here. Then we want our guy. We got to figure out where the guy's going. Then we need our moss. How the heck did I have this? This is not quite how I had it before, but that's okay. Something like that. So we can still see the rider and we can still see the horses, but we're kind of covering up this bottom part. So that way we can blend these images together. I could go like that. But let's find something for down here. Maybe one of our strips that we have, like this randomness. I think that'll work. Or I have a brighter one, like this piece I could do. Yeah, let's do that. I've got that, and then we could even put a little bit of this on top. Just for fun, I'm going to rip the ends off. Just add a little something else. Okay, now we can add the popsicle on top. I can put it this way, or actually it would go over here. Funky Fresh. That's what it says on the stick there. Okay, I like it this way. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Wait a minute, that's what's going here. Oh yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. See, you move things around and you forget. I was going to put this on to kind of go with our equestrian stuff here. We'll put it tilting this way. Like that. There we go. And now we can't see his cut off arm. Yeah, so don't worry if your images have cut off parts, because they can either go off the page or you can just cover them with other things. All right, now we'll put this. Wait a minute. I think I want this to go this way. Like that. Okay, I just cleared the desk a little bit, trimmed up the edges here so we could get a better look, and I just kept out some of the images that could still fit if we can find something that we like that goes up here. So I could do that. I could trim this, but I don't think that's the piece. The chickadees are the right size, but I don't really want that shape. I have an avocado. which I kind of like, but I feel like it's so bright, it almost like takes focus away up there. Like if I put it right there, I feel like it almost works better. But what could go up here? I found this drink, so I could have that so it's just kind of going off the page. I think I like that the most. And I have this hat too, which too many hats if I do that up there. I could do it down here by the like equestrian rider though. That would be cute. Okay, yeah, so let's do that. We don't want the avocado over here right now. Do we want it over here by the dog? Well, let's do the things that I know we want to do. So we'll add this circle over here, or half circle, this drink. Wait, that's too much. I don't want to go over his head or his shoulder. We just want it to go right there. And then we'll trim that. Okay. Oh, and I found this little bear here. And I just thought that was so cute. We could have the little bear sitting somewhere on top of the popsicle. That would be kind of cute. Or it could sit on his shoulder. I feel like you don't see it. Do you see it here, though? I could have it sitting on her leg. Could go anywhere. Let's glue this hat. I do like this. All right, the hat can go right there, and I like that because then that way we get rid of the harsh lines at the bottom of that image. Okay. All right, we trimmed that up, so we just have this avocado. We could just have it like in the basket. I'm gonna not include it, but let me know if you think I should have, or if you would have, I should say, if you were gluing, because kind of torn on it. Okay, I don't even know how this happened, but I cannot find that little teddy bear now. So maybe he'll show up, and if so, I'm going to put him right here. But in the meantime, we will look at some words. Most of my words, or a lot of my words, I should say, are huge like this. So I know those are too big. This one says, wow, and I could trim it up a little bit more. But I feel like even this one's too, well, I could like do that. Could do that. I have love you, which could always go with the pup. I have, that's too much blue. I have early riser, but that just makes no sense, right? Oh, this is a good one. Is it okay to let a dog lick your face? That's perfect because I have a dog and this color's like her dress. And we can put it right here. Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. That works out perfectly. Let's do that. Is it okay to let a dog lick your face? Is it? What do you think? And then do we want to put anything on this side? Oh, I kind of like this. Read the room. If I break it up, it's kind of funny. Like this is so, but it's not really a room. But it's just kind of funny because he looks clueless. What else do I have? Fantasyland? No, wait, that's not even green. That's just on the desk. What's this say? Miniature? It makes kind of no sense, or definitely no sense. Let's see. I have heart. Heart. I mean, that's just random. Calms a busy mind. Nature. Maybe I'll just let her have the words over there because I don't see anything that is like, yep, that's it. So maybe this page is done. Dare I say it? I said it. Yeah, I think I like it just like this. I'm not going to add words just to add words. I would add them over here if I find something, but I don't see anything today, so I think we're going to leave it just like this. And there it is. My first page in my new All Things Green glue book is done. I am really happy with it. course, I will like any page that has mostly or all green. That's always a winner in my book. And if I find that little bear, I will pop him right up here and add a picture at the end of the video. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you have an awesome day. Let me know if you're thinking about making a colors glue book, and if so, or not colors glue book, favorite color glue book. And if so, what is your favorite color? And with that, have an awesome day, and I'll see you again soon.